Hello all, Havoc here. Let's get ready to play some Space Engineers. Okay, so today's episode, it's basically, we're going to have a short episode today. We are going to, we're going to cover a few things, where I'm going with, where I'm at with the station, and where we're going to be going with more stuff with the station, and also the direction I'm kind of having to take with today's patch. So first off, I turned oxygen off. Total sad panda because I really like the mechanic. But it's broke. So until it's fixed, I can't play with it being broke as bad as it is. So namely, the thing that's broke right now is the fact that you can't use oxygen bottles. I used one today on my person, and it dropped below 30%, went to 29.7 or whatever, and then it immediately bounced back up. It's all over the Keen forums, so it's not an unknown bug that happens. And so lo and behold, same thing happened as before. The bottle was empty. I didn't get any oxygen, but it depleted all my oxygen. So then I remembered several of you guys saying, well, Havoc, all you got to do is throw a small cargo container on the bottom of your ship and put oxygen tanks in it. Yeah, that doesn't work either. So I put 4 in here. There's only 3 now because I took 1 out. I put 4 bottles in here, all 100%. I climbed into the cockpit, and it said filling cockpit from bottles. And I never got any oxygen. None. And so it filled the cockpit. But let's see, let's climb in. There we go. So what happens if we well, I turned oxygen off, so I don't know. So yeah, so oxygen's not on, but yeah, I basically almost died right there. So yeah, it just keeps compounding the things. Oh, so the oxygen tank thing's still bugged. The ship thing is still bugged, so I can't pressurize the ship that way. And then, but they did fix this one. This does not get you oxygen anymore. They did fix this one, so it's like, okay, way to go, Keen. You fixed one that actually allowed us to get away with the oxygen system, but you didn't fix the one that was actually broke. Because if they would have fixed the tanks, I wouldn't have done that. So I don't know. So in the interim, I'm just gonna have oxygen off. Hopefully till next week they patch it and everything's good. There's too much work. I can't keep coming back inside every couple minutes. So let's see. We got the solar panel turned. They're all kicking out the correct amount of power now. It's enough griping. Let's look at something they added that I've been wanting for a long time. In fact, I made the Kestrel entirely based upon this feature not being in the game. So now you can come here and you can hide items. Show block and terminal off, and poof, it's gone. So all of these, I don't want to see these batteries anymore, ever again. Connectors, nope, don't like them. All these connectors, off. Control stations, nope, don't care about those either. Doors, nope. So basically you can now get rid of, interior lights. Oh yeah, those all gotta go. Look how many interior lights there are. Oh, it's an interior turret, but that's fine too. Show and terminal, off. All those are gone permanently. semi-permanently. All you have to do is check this little box and they all come back, but they come back grayed out, so you know that they're turned off. Just click that button again, they're all gone. So flight seats, we don't care about those. So yeah, we just turn around and literally go through these things and eliminate all these merge blocks and stuff we don't care about. So like I said, you know, I literally built the chandelier to get around this problem. So yeah, it's like solar panels. We never interact with a solar panel. There's really nothing to see here. So just come down here, show a terminal off, and you don't see solar panels anymore. So pretty slick. That has been, that in my opinion, once they got to the point where they started adding these multiple tabs, this should have happened sooner. But hey, they did it. This is something I've been wanting for a while. So it's in the game now. That's cool. Like I said, positive things. This is early access, so the oxygen thing, it's gonna happen. So honestly, this is the best early access game I've got on my Steam list, and I've got over 400 games on my Steam list. So okay, so plans with the station. The initial goal was to break them apart, destroy the pieces I don't want to keep, and blueprint everything else. That's going to take way too long. So basically what I'm going to do is I am going to take nearly all the sections and couple them up into this station, and we'll just board off the other sections so we can start pressurizing systems, because that does work. So we can be inside the station working on things and there be pressure to it. So basically what I'm going to do is this ring, I'm going to rebuild it back to how it's supposed to look, like this. And then I'm going to bring both these rings over. I'm going to decouple. This section will get destroyed. This entire thing is going to go away. This is redundant resources that we do not need at all. So this whole thing will go away. But I'm going to take these and stack them on top of the other ones over there, right at that couple point. And then I'm going to turn these into merge blocks and tunnels. So basically how this comes out this direction, they're going to come out all four directions. And actually, no, they won't. I'm just going to turn them 90 degrees. So the station's not going to just go this direction horizontally. It's also going to come out this direction as well. And it'll happen at each one of these spires. So that's my goal. It'll expedite this process quite a bit, because I'll be doing a less destroying and just more finagling of parts, getting parts into place. The overall goal of that is, well, we get back on the path of fixing the Kestrel. I believe his name's Merrick, the owner of Keen Software, posted in a blog, planets are coming. He says it's going to be a big thing. It is like top of their list. So I want to be able to have the Kestrel and her fleet up and running before that mod hits. I want to have pressurized cabin on the Kestrel, the entire cabin pressurized, and not just a couple pieces of holes, and her fleet of ships up and running correctly, redesigning ships to have oxygen and all that fun stuff, provided they fix it. But still, I want to get that stuff prepared. So this station is shiny and it's derailing that process. But the station is a massive amount of resources. And we're also in a better position. There's more rocks in line of sight here, albeit a little bit further out. But there's more rocks here in line of sight than there is at the home base. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm going with this. We're going to get the station up and going. We're going to bring Kestrel and her fleet out here. And we're pretty much going to dock the Kestrel right inside here, right inside this little ring right here. Right about here is where it'll be. This ring will be gone, obviously, but right about in here. And we've got all these spare parts. This entire ship, we could build another Kestrel just with this right here. This is another Kestrel just waiting to be made. So yeah, let's see, what else have I done? I played for about 4 hours today. I was recording it and the content just turned out like crap. So that got canned, and basically I just chalked it up to me just grinding. I literally spent the entire time grinding, which module was it? This module right here on the other station. So from that coupler there all the way out to here. So a lot of inventory management because it's full of things. So I had to empty all the storage bins out. And then all those supplies are now inside this station. Tow truck's been doing a great job. It didn't even flinch today. What did flinch, on the other hand, was a maelstrom. This is also a new addition. I had to add another row of grinders. It just was taking way too long. I need to overhaul this ship drastically. It's underpowered, as in thrust. It takes forever to move, just strafing side to side. It's too sluggish, and the process would have gone a lot faster had just a couple more engines on it. So this is on the docket to get fixed. This is not its final configuration, but I just need it to get functional now so I use it for this process. Okay, so I originally wanted to take the other ones of these, flip them over and put them on here, and then like cut a hole between the two of them. We're not going to do that. We're going to do what I was saying about putting these spires coming up off of here, and so there'll be one of these though, but it'll be probably about here. So actually I'm going to go inside and see what would happen if that thing was upside down. Oh, the doors would be the wrong way. So this was, whoop, that doesn't work. So this was the floor. It would look cool. You can come up here to get onto to looking out. We'd have to flip the doors around. That's kind of a pain, so we're not going to do that. It's a lot of work. Like I said, that's just for purely cosmetical stuff. We're not going to deal with that. So yeah, that's where we're at. So these things are going to get cut off. Cut the guns off, basically. Put merge blocks on there instead, and put a merge block there, and a connector there. So when the two smash together, they become one. Actually, probably just take that tube out and just replace it with a solid tube connection. Kind of like how we did on the other part of that station. We just went straight across. Yeah, it's a little bit more efficient. Just do something like that. Or wait, where did we do that at? We did that. Oh yeah, we did that right here, I thought. Oh, we didn't do that. Interesting. So in theory we could cut these out and then put a straight pipe in. I'll have to look at doing that. Let's see, what else? Pretty frustrating days today. The forums seemed pretty flustered as well. They're like, these are great features you guys added, but the bug list is a lot shorter than the feature added list, so it seemed kind of backwards today. Let's see, I'm trying to think. They added more stuff. I'm trying to think what else they added today. I don't do the mod spotlight thing for patch updates. The inventory thing. Oh, they added decompression. A lot of people have been wanting that since they added oxygen. So if this was a pressurized system and there was any floating inventory inside there, when I broke through it like this could explode, and any of the floating articles inside of there basically become shrapnel and can kill me as I'm breaking through it. Granted, I could kill whoever's in there by depressurizing it, but shrapnel is more likely to be a problem. So yeah, that's where we're at. Basically, there's not a lot going on. I'm gonna end up doing a lot of off-camera work. I'm getting my Twitch account set up this weekend. The account is set up. I just need to get the software set up. I've never done it before, so there's gonna be a lot of learning I'm gonna have to do. And as soon as I start doing that, probably Saturday's post, so Saturday night, Sunday morning's video, I'll try to set up a time where it's like, come check out my Twitch channel and you can see me just grinding away and carrying on chat with me. So I'll have live chat and you guys can just literally BS with me while I grind on chips and watch me derp along. Not so much of this, but a lot of just grinding, harvesting ice. The other thing too is here I am in the middle of trying to do this, and the oxygen tank we do have is down to, I want to say 17%, maybe. Do we have a hole here? I thought we carved a hole on this one. I thought we carved a hole on each one, but there's a door on the other side. Just use the door. Me caveman, me carve hole. Okay, so here's our oxygen tank. Oh, it's offline because I turned it off. So, control panel. Oxygen is disabled in world settings. Okay. I'm pretty sure we are down to like 16%. It'd be interesting if I turn oxygen back on, what that goes to. So basically what I'm going to do is pre-turning the oxygen back on is go and collect some ice. I mean, I don't know how much I've burned in the broken O2 tanks, so I think a O2 free ice harvest is not too far out of the question. And I tried playing by the rules for as long as I could, and it was just not possible. I was just not getting anything done. I carved the piece that I took off of here. I took off the 3 merge blocks, and by the time I was done taking out the 3 merge blocks and I was cutting into the connector, I did the 3 merge blocks, like 90% of the connector, and I need to go get oxygen again. And so yeah, I was kind of frustrated. What I was gonna do is if the O2 thing worked, I was gonna go get the turtle and literally park the turtle with his inventory full of O2 bottles, and just park him right near where I'm working and climb in the turtle, get oxygen, go back to work. But yeah, it just wasn't working. So like I said, today's going to be a short episode. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Granted, this episode's only like 20 minutes long. I guess yesterday's hour-long episode kind of makes up for today's shorter episode. Yeah, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this thing broken into 2 main sections. This piece that I'm pointing at now is going to go away. Oh, hey, let's use our little trick we used in the last episode. Come on over here, and we're gonna hit P. Bam. Okay. So this thing is gonna go away. this thing is going to go away. Oh, I love the red. Ferrari red. Man, that's definitely like a Ferrari red. So, okay, so that's going to go away. And then what we'll do is these two sections will go, and then, come on, get in there. I'll bring the tow truck over to this section and hold this section steady, and the other one's still attached to the ship, and we'll bring it over and couple it to here with this ship. I'm hoping that that's enough weight reduction to actually make this ship maneuverable. I'm pretty confident that it's going to be, because I'm going to do stuff like tear those off, get rid of this extra section here. So it's literally going to be that section, this section, and that section that are going to get moved over. They're going to get connected to here. And so from how this is going this direction, it's going to go from here to going to go that direction. So I think it'll look pretty cool. Add a little bit more dimension to it. I thought about going vertical, but then I have to mess with gravity and stuff. And like I said, I really squirrel, shiny things. Don't want to do that. So it's just going to make it look cool, make it be functional, and get back to work kind of thing. So, and then when the tow truck's over here tied into this system, he'll keep this steady. Once that's docked, I will probably disconnect the ship, turn it back into a ship, bring it over here, and then pull this around and do it the same thing up over here on this side. So depending on the tow truck might just be able to handle this. It's been doing a really good job. I think the biggest thing about the way I'm moving these things is picking the correct spot to connect to. So for example, for like this thing here, to move this, I would probably come in and park right like how I'm facing right now, put the nose of that thing just right up against this glass. Because your center mass and its center mass, the closer you can get those two together, the better. So yeah, he's been able to handle, that's all heavy armor. That's probably just as much heavy armor as this thing is, and it handled it just fine. So, and then that thing there with those solar panels and stuff on it, that just did it, handled it like a champ. So yeah, it's looking pretty cool. I mean, we're gonna throw some paint on it, and once we do that, I think it'll be a done deal. I think it looked really awesome with the solar panels going out both directions. It would be nothing to make a ship out of this. That'd be the fly bridge on the ship, and really epic looking ship. I think I want those to fold back, if so. But yeah, it kind of looks like a type of mech. Couldn't get the word out. So let's come to climb in here, grab some energy. Okay, and then we're gonna say goodbye. So this is Havoc. Have fun and keep gaming.